are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start, here's Tua. And incomplete to open things up. Our game here, the first of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucs and Cards from Glendale. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The Dolphins had 8 and 6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Tua. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jimmy Moreland. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run the draw with Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here comes Mostert. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they'll have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some room to work. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 18. 46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
In that situation on 3rd and inches, it's not a surprise that you're going to have big-time guys up front trying to stop things, so you've got to win the leverage game. And the offensive line did that. They got lower than the guys in front of them and pushed them aside. But even they had to be surprised at what the result was. That kind of yardage on 3rd and inches, that's not what you get on every play.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 20. The ball comes out.
And that's what friends are for.
Hey, as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
26.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. An inside give to Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On second and very short, Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get it into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers, a left side completion to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 5 now. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times, the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And down he'll go at the 25.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Rodgers now to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yards. Well done on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mostert. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Dolphins have got it. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On play action, here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. 50. To throw is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Rodgers to throw once more. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught on the slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
50. You block over here.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now Tagovailoa. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Running right, Jones. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Gotta have this one. The quick slant caught. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
Watkins alone on the left side. timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Even after the penalty, trailing in the fourth, they've still got to go. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
To throw is Rodgers. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.